family vacation in Mexico. My parents are two of my best friends. They've been married 40 plus years. And we're here, that's my mom, my dad, Allison, and me. And we're here in a very joyful family vacation. But what happened in one day in a marketplace there, my father and I were walking around the marketplace, and we veered down this cul-de-sac, and I saw every starving, begging, unwashed child. And the word that came across to me was just unacceptable. It was just something that hit me so strong that I just knew that I needed to carve out my life to be devoted to it. I started to volunteer, and as I did, I started to volunteer and started to do it internationally. And what happened was I started to get a lens into where are people hurting across the world. Here, for example, I was walking down the street in El Salvador, and there were people laid down on the street, and they had handkerchiefs over their mouths. And I asked a local, I said, what's going on here? Their lives were so miserable that they were stealing glue from the local shoe factory and putting the handkerchiefs over their mouths so they could pass out and get some relief from their life. The second place that I went to, another place, was India. In India, unfortunately, in some of the remote villages, not all of it, but if you have a girl child, it is, and this is very, very tough information, at times, those children are not allowed to exist, and they are taken care of by certain stoves that they have. And finally, another trip that really struck me was in Chiang Ek. In Chiang Ek, and you're here in Cambodia with Pol Pot's regime having devastated so many people across the world by wiping out thousands of intellectuals. And what I saw in this beautiful landscape and field was filled with that stupa were all the skulls of the people who were affected by Pol Pot's regime. And I knew that that word unacceptable that came to me at such a young age was I knew I had to do something about this. I found out about social entrepreneurship, and someone spoke about it at a conference. And I thought, that's what I want to do. If you want to become a social entrepreneur, if you're encouraging people to do it, you've got to go into what the story is that leads to vision, that leads to impact. Otherwise, sometimes people are thinking about a cool idea. It's got to be something from the heart, something that inspires you. And it might not be something that's on a street in Mexico, but it might be some conversation or something that really riveted you.